Hello, future achievers. Welcome to the Smart Student Academy, the ultimate powerhouse for students who refuse to settle for mediocrity. Whether you are chasing academic excellence, scholarship, career success, financial freedom, or even a balanced social and mental life, we've got you covered. This isn't just another channel, it is the blueprint for all-round success. Stick with us and we shall feed your mind, fuel your ambition, and equip you with everything you need to thrive. Ready to level up your life? Come on, let's go. Today, I'm introducing to you one of the most powerful and proven memory retention and smart studying technique that will give you a solid advantage in your exams. It is called active recall, a smart study technique. If you are aiming for an A grade, this strategy is non-negotiable. Meanwhile, please hit the subscribe button and let's break it down clearly and precisely. Let's go. What is active recall? Active recall is a smart study technique where you actively retrieve information from your memory instead of just reading or rereading your notes passively. It is like training your brain to answer exam questions before the exam day will come. Imagine this. Instead of looking at your notes and trying to remember what is inside it, you close that note. Instead of looking at it, you close it. And then you try to recall the key points from your own head, offhand. This forces your brain to do the hard work of remembering, which actually strengthens your memory and understanding. That is all about active recall. Actively making effort to say what you have read from your book right from your brain without looking at the books. Next, let's look at how you should go about active recall. But before I guide you through the process, step by step, here is a quick one. Imagine you and your friend went to a quiet place to read. After reading for a while, you close your own notes and face each other while your friend asks you questions from her own notes, and you try to say the answer from your memory while she checks the correctness of your answer from her notes. And after a while, you exchange roles. You will now open your own notes and ask her some questions from your note, while she too, after closing her note, will answer from memory, offhand. And you take turn to look at the note to see if she is correct. That's a powerful and very effective way of practicing active recall. It will strengthen your memories, both you and your friend. If you are alone on your own and there is no friend to practice with, there is a step-by-step guide to help you use active recall properly. Steps to apply active recall. Step 1, read and understand. Start by reading some section of your notes or notes. Make sure you understand the concept first. Don't memorize blindly. Understand and be able to explain in your own words. After that, step 2, close the book. Close the material. Ask yourself questions like, what are the 3 main points I have read from this topic? How will I explain this to a friend? Then try to answer them without looking at your book. Step number 3, use questions or flashcards. Remember what flashcards are? Just small pieces of cards. Question on one side, the answer to that question on the reverse side. Create your own questions after each topic. Or Write question on one side of a flashcard and the answer on the other side. Test yourself with it repeatedly. Step number 4, use past question papers and self-quizzing. Practice with past questions without notes first. Then check your answer only after making an attempt to see if you are correct or not. Then step number 5, space your practice. Revisit the same topic after a day, again after some few days later, and then after a week. Don't cram. Active recall works best when spaced out over time. Your first recall on the first day will remain. After a few days, you are about to forget. If you recall again, it stays more permanently. Then after a week, if you do another recall, before you do that, for like 2 months, the message or the information remain permanent with you. Now, let's move on. What are the benefits of active recall over mere reading of notes? Reading of notes is passive. It makes you feel that you are really studying, but your brain is not involved. It's not really working hard. You are not making use of it to recall anything. You are just reading. However, active recall is far better because actively you are constantly using that brain to recall what you are reading constantly. It's like you are already preparing for the exam. Anyway, to let you know that mere reading of notes is not as good as active recall, let's try and make a kind of comparison between active recall and passive reading. On the one hand, passive reading is easy to do, but forgettable. You forget easily. While active recall is hard, but you won't forget easily. Your brain captures the information and retains it. Passive recall doesn't test your memory. You're only reading. You're just knowing whether you understand. We are not even sure whether you understand or not. But when you practice active recall, as you use the brain, you are strengthening your memory. Thirdly, you have 4 sense of mastery when you do passive reading. You might think you really understand. When exam time comes, that's when you know that you don't know anything. But if you practice active recall, it will reveal what you don't know. Because by the time you are trying to recall and you are stuck, it will tell you that aspect, you need to go and revisit it. Then you will do better. Passive reading gives you or offers you limited understanding, while active recall gives you deep understanding. So, instead of reading passively a topic 5 times, if you do active recall only twice, it is far more powerful and more effective. Now, let's look at important tips to get the best from active recall. Number 1, use the blotting method. What does that mean? You write everything you remember about topic on a blank paper after reading it. Just write everything. Write everything. Just write everything after reading. Then make a comparison between what is inside the note you have read and what you have written out after reading it. You see that some information will be missing. Then you fill in the blank spaces or missed words. If you do this repeatedly, after some time, what you will recall will be almost 100% the same as the original write-up. That's the power of active recall. Number 2, explain like a teacher. You act like a teacher and explain it to a friend or somebody, or even to the empty air, or even to your mirror. If you can't teach something after studying it, that means you don't really understand it. Try explaining the topic out loud as if you are teaching a friend. Number 3, track what you can't recall. Definitely, by the time you are doing the recall, some things will be missing. Those are the things you cannot recall. Take note of them. Whatever you couldn't remember during active recall, highlight them, underline them. Review that part more. Don't waste time on what you have already known or understood. I'm telling you how to apply the active recall and get the best out of it. Next, don't be afraid of struggle. Because when you start, the thing will be difficult. Your head will be getting hot. But if you persist, after some time, you find it easy. You feel like it's hard to recall information. That's a sign that your brain is learning deeply. It's struggling to adapt. Struggle is good for your brain. It makes your brain form strong memory connections. At first, it may appear to be difficult and hard, but with more practice and practice, your brain gets used to it, and you find everything easy. Next, practice consistently. Don't do it for a week and abandon it forever. No. Once you start, you do it from time to time. Start active recall weeks after weeks or months before exams, not just few days to the exam. In fact, I recommend start from the beginning of the term. Apply it to your notes all the time. A point will be reached long before the exam. Even if your note get lost, most of the information will be there. You can't fail. But that's not an excuse to lose your note too. So do small bits daily. Don't wait until exam week. Don't let information accumulate. As your teacher teaches you constantly do active recall to master what you have been taught and retain it in your memory. In case of even any impromptu test, you will smash it. But if you wait until exam time is so close, it will be too late then. Before we round up finally, please hit the subscribe and like buttons and share the link with other students like you and with other friends. Be your brother's keeper. Be free to explore this channel for other academic videos. We have many of them, and we are constantly uploading new ones every day. Here is my final word, and I want you to listen. If you want to stand out in your final exam, understand this. Smart students don't just study hard, they study smart. Active recall is one of the smartest, most effective ways to study. Use it every time you revise. Make it your strategies. Your A grade is not just possible, it's waiting for you if you stay consistent with active recall. I'm just too sure of what I'm saying. Start applying it from today onwards. Please, don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.